Located in Ward 8 of the district, Berry Farms was established as a settlement for Black people after the Civil War. It became a public housing development in the 1940s, and over time, the neighborhood's Black and low-income populations grew. By 1967, what was once a primarily white community was only 37% white. In 2014, a new development plan was created by the Preservation of Affordable Housing and approved by the District Zoning Commission. The original facilities were demolished and construction began in 2020. Now, the first building is almost complete, but some residents are not impressed.
And Berry Farms was like, it's a staple in the community. You know where you are if you say by Berry Farms. But I think there's also even a more deep history here, and that's that Berry Farms was actually purchased by Black folks after slavery. And at the time that they bought it, were working it, the land, doing all of those things, then the government came back and snatched it up. And so what we've seen now is just a continuation of that.
The new plan replaces the original Berry Farms dwellings and is a mixed-use, mixed-income development. The Asbury and the Edmondson are the first two buildings of the redevelopment, which will have 127 units total for returning residents. The third stage of Phase 1 will include 98 multifamily rental flats with 42 replacement units. Heritage Tree will feature a preserved quadrant of the original dwellings.
And so what you have is, when they first renovated the houses on the street that goes down to where the Berry Farms buildings were, all those houses shot up in price. Even today, I don't know most people who could afford to live right there. But as soon as Berry Farms was gone, they did that.
As part of the new redevelopment plan, the residents of the old facility were supposed to relocate to the new housing once construction was complete. But with construction on the first building taking nearly 4 years, many have had no choice but to leave the neighborhood altogether.
I was in DCPS, and so I knew people who lived in Berry Farms, who grew up there, whose community was there, claimed that as their home and was proud to be a part of it. With the change with gentrification, they've been pushed out there in Maryland. And so it's not the same energy, the same vibrancy.
We reached out to the District of Columbia Housing Authority and the Office of Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, current sponsors of this project, and received no response. We also contacted the Preservation of Affordable Housing, the project's lead developer. However, their team declined to comment. While this redevelopment could be helpful to the community, some may find this gentrification harmful. Ward 8's current Black population is 86%, but this could change as longtime Black residents move out and new white residents move in. For HU NewsVision in Washington, D.C., I'm Jonna Hoskins.